What is up, stream? Just give me 1 minute. We'll advertise that I'm streaming, and then we'll start. And I'll explain to you what we're doing. What is up, stream? Just give me 1 minute. We'll advertise that I'm streaming, and then we'll start. Ignore the cough. I have a lung infection. Again. Alrighty. Welcome, stream. So this is a game called My Summer Car. It is one of my most favourite games that I've ever really played. I've played it since about 2018, except it was on my old Steam account. And then I sort of just stopped playing it for a bit because I never truly understood how to play the game. It was only until last year I really got into the game. I understood the mechanics of the game. I knew how to build the car. I knew how to repair the car, I knew how to tune the car, and I knew how to diagnose any issues with the car. And very recently I've discovered that you can get mods in My Summer Car, and I have very much enjoyed it, because mods make everything so much more fun. So I'm gonna show you the mods I have first, just so you know you can say it isn't cheating. The NSR 50, it basically, when you start off in the game, you automatically have a little moped called the Jones. All it does is retexture it. It doesn't make it faster, doesn't change a single thing about it other than the fact it's just retextured it and made it look like a nice bike. Not cheating, it's just really, really cool. Chase camera, that is just for screenshot purposes, for thumbnails and stuff. It basically allows me to see outside and go in third person view, which you can't normally do in My Summer Car. It doesn't change any aspect of the game at all, and it only works if you're sat on something. Configurable sound volume, I've done this for your guys' pleasure because My Summer Car doesn't have volume controls normally unless you get a mod to control them. Display bolt sizes, not really a cheat, it's just helpful because otherwise you have to pick between 13 different sizes. Garage pit covers, once again just a really helpful mod for when you don't want to fall down the garage pit. It doesn't do a lot, it's just fun. Parts assembly system, that is a second part to the NSR 50 mod. It's part of it, it's just another little file. Grab anything, probably not going to use that. I'm mainly just going to use that for when I flip my car because I really can't be bothered to, try and punch the car over. Grab anything is just helpful for that. And then the Plantea Beta, that's just another bike. It's a standalone bike, but it's just a cool bike at the end of the day. It doesn't go extremely fast. It does about 80 kilometers an hour, literally the same as the Jones. So you don't have to worry about it being, a cheat. It's exactly the same as the Jones. It just sounds a lot nicer and looks a lot nicer. Anyway, let's get into it. First name, Dexter Cly. Now, I did want to try and change this, the ID picture, to a picture of my profile picture, but I really messed it up and I forgot how to do it, so it is what it is. And let's get started. I have to skip this first part. Nope, you can't see that. Basically, I'm going to explain to you the story of My Summer Car. Obviously, the basics of it is you fix up a summer car. In the summer, your parents go on vacation, you fix the car. That's, dandy. However, where the story gets cool is you were born in that car by your parents, and at the end of the story, you get a girlfriend and you get her pregnant. So people are like, have you just done the same thing that your dad did, 20 years ago, or is this game, going in circles? No one really knows. I think they're working on My Winter Car pretty soon. However, I don't know when it'll be out. So instead, we're going to play this. I don't know what frame rate's going to be like with all of these mods. We'll figure it out as we go. Oh my god. 20 FPS, you're kidding me. Okay, what mods have we got? We have the Plantea there. I'm going to disable some of these mods. What? Well, I thought that turned into the Jones. What the hell? Okay, I'm going to put all my bikes over here, and I am going to uninstall a lot of my mods. I just need to figure out which ones I can get rid of and which ones need to stay. Bruh. My dog just punched my door. Wow. Is the kickstand even down on that? It is, okay. Perfect. This obviously is my favourite bike just because it's a bigger bike. I would do quite a lot to get the Kawasaki Ninja in this game. And I think you can. I just don't know exactly how. And also, yeah, as I said, ignore the frame rate. You'll get better frame rate in just a second once I organise. I think the main reason for frame rate might actually be the motorbikes. It wouldn't surprise me. Which, that's fine. I can uninstall the NSR50. I'm not going to uninstall the Plantea. I really like that bike. The NSR50, though, doesn't have to stay. As you can see, I have 3 bikes. Obviously, I'm not going to use them all. The Jones I tend to just leave at the store. And then that bike I tend to just keep here for when I want to go up and down the lanes and I can't be bothered to get in a car. Or I don't want to, you know, go and get the tractor. Because believe it or not, in this game, very rarely is your car working. This game do be like that sometimes. There we go. Chico, how are you? I'm fixing my frame rate issues now, by the way. Okay. It might be the configurable sound and volume. It probably is. I'm gonna save and exit the game, and I'm gonna get rid of chase camera and NSR50 because they're most likely what's causing the lag. And I don't need the chase camera anymore because I've already got on my thumbnail. But I think I can just disable them. Can I just disable them? Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm the best, but you know what? All's good, bro. Disable mod. NSR50, disable mod. Yep, disable mod. Now, if we leave and rejoin this game, hopefully that's helped the frame rate a bit. I will just uninstall every mod if we can't be at 30 FPS. Didn't know My Summer Car had mods. Bro, it's like the #1 game people have modded on. Like 15 million people have modded on My Summer Car. I never used to play with mods. I've done like 200 hours without playing with mods. Because I thought it was always cheating. And then a couple of days ago, a friend told me how to get mods. And I thought, I'm not going to say it's cheating until I've sort of had a go with all these different mods, tried them all out. Some are cheating, but some arguably just fix all of the bugs. Like, grab anything. How many times has something fallen into a place where you can't get it out, or a car is flung into a place where you can't get it out, and there's no possible way of moving it, and there's no way of getting a tractor down to get the car out? Quite often. Look at that. Okay, we're getting some nice frame rate now. They're the 2 bikes. I'm going to grab the garage pit covers. Now, there is one other mod I'm going to be using. However, I'm not going to install it yet because it doesn't matter. All it is a digital speedometer. It literally, I think it just looks cool. It doesn't change any sort of, you know, play style of the game. It won't increase the speed of your car. It just gives you a more accurate speed, so I know exactly how well my car is performing. For me, it's just going to be a really helpful little add-on. And if anyone's wondering on what my first few steps of My Summer Car are going to be, really don't know. Generally on day 1, I like to go over to Fatari's, not Fatari's, Timo's. However, I don't know if I want to do that just yet. I think for today, I might just go and get the tyres from the mansion with the tractor. I reckon that's probably a better idea. Jetero, how are you? There is no clip in the game? Not no clip. Are you talking about the camera moving forward? Jetero, miss your, the Wild West content. Yeah, I mean, I can't say too much on the Wild West right now, because I don't want to say anything I'm going to regret saying. I do want to come back to it, but I only want to come back when they update. Peace out, dude. Have a good week. For now, I'm probably just going to be streaming random games until I find something I want to stick to. My Summer Car I've been really obsessed with in the past 2 weeks. I've played a lot on it. I probably put in about 100 hours in the past 2 weeks because I've gone through 3 different playthroughs of it. No, that's just camera. It's just a camera bug. It's nothing. It's not no clip. You can't walk through a wall. It's not a mod. It is actually just My Summer Car being like that. Can I put this on it while the boot's like that? No? Okay, I'm just going to leave that there. What do we need? I'm going to get the envelope ready. AFR gauge. Yeah. Check. What actually do I need? I don't want to buy any of this yet, although I probably should. Get that, get that. That's probably all we need. That's probably about 3 grand right there. So... this is the car, if anyone's wondering, and if you're wondering what the grab anything mod does, if I press Control P, I can enable it. It literally just means I can pick up the car and move it, because normally you wouldn't be able to do that. This is really helpful for things like this. When you want to build the car and you're trying to build it fast, you can like access everything here and you can do it really quickly. And let's say one day I'm like, oh my god, the Satsuma's in my way. Well, guess what? I put it on the roof. It's on the roof. It's out of the way. I just put the Satsuma on the roof. I really don't want to play around with the grab anything mod too much because, like, I'm going to end up doing some damage. Like, what the fuck? And as you can see, you can't put the door back into place. What the hell? What the hell? I heard you can duplicate stuff in this game using this. That freezes it in air. Okay. There we go. Are you more fan of Bombazoo or My Summer Car? Just asking because I don't know what else to ask. Suzanne, how are you, bro? I played both. So I played Bombazoo literally on launch week of the game. I remember playing it when there was literally nothing you could do in it. So that's difficult. I played My Summer Car back in like 2018, I think. My Summer Car came first. My Summer Car will always be closer to my heart. Bombazoo was very, very fun. However, I've tried to play it countless times. I have well over 270 hours, I think, in it. And every time I played it, after I play it for like 2 days, it then starts lagging so bad. And it's just impossible to get anything done. So I really hate that. Left alt minus. If you guys are wondering, I'm not trying to cheat or anything in this game. So left alt minus. There. I'm not trying to cheat in this game. So if I duplicate anything, I'm deleting it. I'm an honest boy. Come on, stand up. Alright, we're turning this mod off now. I don't want to... Oh. Yeah, I forgot I put that up there. I mean, we're going to have to now, but, like... I'm just going to, like... Whoops. I'm just going to carefully place that one there. And then I might actually just put it in here. I mean, yeah, that's probably actually the best bet. Throw it in here. So I can access it and build with it in here. Alrighty, mod's going off now. Driver seat. Why has everything been flung from over there? I don't know. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go and get the tractor. We're going to go and steal the tyres we need to build the Satsuma. And then on Tuesday, which will be tomorrow in game, we will go to Flatari's. Not Flatari's, Tiamo's. See, a lot of people who don't play this game, they're like, oh, why can't you do that all in one day? Because on one of these bikes, it will take you 40 minutes to get there and back. On the boat, it will take you about 30 minutes. And that's not including the fact that you have to do trips back and forth every time you get something on the boat. So it still pretty much takes the same amount of time. It's just the traveling distance is less. I don't want to take the dirt bike. I want to take this. I really like this bike. It's just cool. Where's the fuel tap? Fuel tap. Okay, so I have a volume mod on it so that you can't hear stuff very well. That was intentional just because I didn't know how loud my summer car was going to be, so I basically just turned everything down a bit. If you really want to hear what stuff sounds like, I'll be happy to put it all back on for you. I just figured people didn't. Oh, this is taking too long. Reversing already, boy. Bruh, man, this is just taking too long, man. If anyone's wondering about what's going to happen with the Wild West content, I am coming back to it. You have to trust me on that. However, I'm going to come back to it on my own terms when I'm ready to, and when I have a good idea that I feel is worth, putting a lot of time and grinding in. People don't know this, but my videos were like 5 minutes long, yet most videos took me a very, very long time to prepare. And it took me a very long time to think of the ideas, and a very long time to show you what the, certain items were. Like, sometimes I would specifically buy certain things just for the video, and then sell them straight after, so things like Skelly horse sets. If I want to make a video on a Skelly horse set, if I didn't already have one in my collection, I would have to go out and buy them and try and get the money to buy them. So they did take a while, regardless of what people think. That was probably the biggest issue. It's something that took 5 minutes, really did take a while to actually do in real life. As well as that, if I come back, what I will record will be so different as well. Because rare item collecting isn't really a thing anymore. There's just not the market for it anymore. People have bought up so much that everything's really, really rare and expensive. And I don't trust it. There's certain people that have just bought up all of everything. I know people that own multiple of some of the rarest items in the game. So if I went and bought it and put a lot of value into it, if they chose to sell it one day, it then wouldn't be rare. Just remember that people manipulate the value in the marketplace. Nice, my dog just... No, Dex, no! No! Over there, come here. Bro, my dog thinks it's a good idea just to dig into my pillow and then lick his paws. It's gross. I don't care if he's on my bed, I just don't want him licking his paws on my pillow. This is the fun of My Summer Car, guys. This is what you do for, I'm going to say, about 130 hours it probably takes you to fully complete the game. If anyone's wondering what my goal this time of completing the game is, I basically want to get every achievement in My Summer Car, which doesn't sound too bad. The worst ones are going to be the rally ones, because I don't like racing games too much. But I played a lot of Forza 5 recently, so I reckon I probably can race. Trying to think of what else, actually. The ones I'm more excited for are probably the computer games. In My Summer Car, you spend like 7,000, I think it is, on a computer. And then you can play a bunch of different games. I've never even bought the computer. Even on the slots where I've gotten the lottery suitcase that's given me millions, I never bought it. So, yeah. And if anyone's wondering what I'm going to do, once I pick up the Drunk Man 5 times, I will be getting the suitcase. Because after you've by the time you've picked Drunk Man up 5 times, put it this way, your car is already going to be built and there's going to be no more bills you have to worry about anyway. Because on average, you're only going to pick him up like once or twice a week, and an in-game week is literally a whole day. Like, one in-game day is like over an hour, I think, or it's equivalent to an hour. So, like 7 days in a week is pretty much the whole day you're going to be playing. Unless you play for more than 7 hours, which I get. Now, I'm going to do something that's really stupid, specifically with the fact that I've just used a mod that turns down the volume of the trains in this game. But I really don't want to go the long way. If anyone's wondering, there's train tracks in this game. The train comes, the train does kill. You also very rarely hear it coming. So what I'm doing is incredibly stupid, however it does cut off a very fair amount of distance to my travels. Never do this in the Satsuma though, I've learnt that already. Satsuma gets stuck in the swamp, Tractor doesn't. When Tractor when the equivalent of the tractor getting stuck is just it goes really, really slow. So you can get yourself out of that situation. And yes, you can ride the dirt bikes on this train track perfectly well. If you're going to ride on the train tracks, though, just keep looking behind you and keep looking in front of you. We don't have to go very far, so it's not really an issue. See, I wish they actually had a train station in this... Is it a city or a town? I think it's a town. Yeah. Actually, I don't know. Is it technically classed as a city? Because they have a church in the main area. Or a chapel, I think it's called. In the UK, if anything has like a church or a chapel there, it's classed as a city. There you go, there's a train. Okay, I can sort of hear the train. The issue is, even though I have a volume mod that will turn down the volumes, it won't just specifically turn down a volume to each individual thing. It has like main volume and side volume. There's only like 3 options to turn down the volume. So like car volume is pretty much the same as train volume, I think. So I can turn down the train volume. Well, I mean, I can turn down the car volume, but then I also can't hear the train. So it's still a bit weird. It's better, though, than it was. Because this game is very, very loud a lot of the time. If anyone's wondering what I'm doing for this stream, I'm literally just going to grab the tyres, go back. And then I'm going to plan out what I'm going to do next. I like planning stuff in this game because you never know how everything's going to go. You never know how stress-inducing stuff is going to go. And as well as that, I need to check out what mods there are to help with the graphics and help with lag. Because I do want more mods in this game, and I actually want to make my own mods, but I'm still researching how I'm going to do it. Because you have a few different types of mods, and I want to learn how to code my own mods, how to make them, and how to introduce them to different games. Not just specifically My Summer Car, I want to be able to make mod packs. And there's really nowhere you can learn how to do that. No one tells you how to do it. So, I think I just have to learn. There's a certain type of code I have to learn. I think it's C++. It'll be fine. Generally, some mods are really easy, because you just have to edit the code that's already existing. What I can't do is write my own code. Unless it's in Lua, I can't make my own code. Lua's like the only thing I can properly code in. And even then, my skills are rusty. Now, I was looking at a mod that would give me the Plantea, which is basically just a free car at the start. But it's shitty, but it's just a free car. I was debating doing it, and I am just going to quickly look in here and see if there's a junk car in here, because money's money at the end of the day. And we're right by Fataris as well, so it'd be like the most perfect timing. I don't think there's anything in there. I don't know why it wouldn't let me ram it open though. Normally you just can. You just go straight up to it and open it. So if anyone doesn't know where I am on the map right now, the My Summer Car map is incredibly small. It's just the vehicles don't go very fast and the player doesn't walk very fast. It's really not that big. There's only 2 main roads you can really drive on. You have the outer road, which is the highway that just goes around the map. Then you have the inner road, which is country lanes that is just behind the highway. You're not like the highway is literally just over the tree line. Like you can see it here. There's the highway where that bridge is. So in reality, there's only two proper roads on the map, and they'll, it doesn't matter what road you go on, it will always take you to the same place. Actually, I need to open up the doors. So yeah, the general premise of the game is people go, oh, it's so big, it takes me so long to get everywhere. you're right, it is a little bit of a big map, but once you have your car, it takes you less than 3 minutes to get across the map. You can do a lap of the map if you build your car properly, and obviously it drives nicely, like 200 kilometers an hour. Literally 3 minutes and you're across the map. I think the map is about 8 kilometers long. To go around in a whole circle, it's like 8 kilometers or something. So it's really not that big. I definitely wouldn't say you could walk around the whole map, but you can walk from like the shop all the way up to the disco area and you won't die. So this is the bit I hate the most. I absolutely hate bees. I have a really bad track record with bees in this game. Mainly when I try and steal the car, which I might actually do. I might go and take the car, steal it. If you don't know what car I'm on about, there's basically a shack you go to, and you gamble there. And if you win enough, he'll give you a car. But you can also just steal the car with the tractor and a screwdriver. It's honestly the worst car in the game. However, it is a moving car, and it will do a bit faster than the tractor. Now, things like the van and the Gifu truck, you don't unlock those till quite a bit later on. The van, you have like a small chance of unlocking on weekends when Uncle is home, but you only get it for like a day, and then it teleports back to him and you lose the keys of it. And the Gifu truck, basically the main way you're going to make money later on in the game. That's pretty much just RNG. Whenever Uncle loses his license, I've had game saves where on the first week I've gotten it, and I've also had game saves where it has taken literally a month of in-game, so literally like 4 days straight of playing it for me before I've gotten it. It's a very random timer on when he'll lose his license, and you can't really do much about it. You just gotta wait. I think you can mod it, but at the time I didn't really know what modding was in this game, so I didn't do it. Also, we have the tires now. There's no real way of me knowing if any of these tires are good. Basically, you can get flat tires in this game and the car won't move. It's really annoying. I'm just going to assume that they're okay. If not, I'll use my Summer Car editor and just make them work. That is something I do want to do on this save. I didn't do it on my last saves, and it really made me suffer. If any of you are just starting out on My Summer Car, please get My Summer Car editor and just make sure that all of your vehicle parts are in good condition before you put them in the car. I'm not saying that because I'm lazy and I don't want to change them out. I'm saying it because if you don't know anything about car mechanics, and I've only just learned a bunch of the car stuff in this game and car mechanics in general, when something breaks, you won't know how to diagnose it, and then trying to figure out what it is going to kill you. So you kind of want to like put that off for as long as you can. As well as that, stuff's expensive. At the start of the game, if my engine right now, the engine components that are in the garage, if it's the pistons, each piston is like 300 each. So let's say I get unlucky and all 4 pistons are buggered. Well, that's, how much is that? That's 1,500, I think, gone. It definitely is worth just repairing them at the start of the game using My Summer Car editor, and then repairing them later on when you can afford it. I don't think it's cheating, I think it's just helping a lot. Yeah, I'm trying to play this game really slow this time. I'm so used to, in the first day, having the car fully built, having the Gifu unlocked, you know, having all of my Drunk Man missions done, and then getting onto racing. Not in the first day, but, you know, within the first couple of days having that done. I really want to take it slow this time. I want to relax and enjoy the game, try and figure out all the mechanics of the game. And as well as that, I really want to get into more car diagnosis, because a lot of the mods I want to make involve cars. And it turns out when you go onto like turbo mods and stuff, the biggest issue people have is diagnosing the car for issues. I want to make a turbo mod that is literally as fast as Donna's turbo mod, but I also want it to be really controllable, and I want it to fix things like drifting to the left or the right, tires spinning out, not having traction, everything like that. Because on the Donna turbocharger, your tires will spin out even if you're in all-wheel drive, and if you have the best tires on the car, the most grippiest ones. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. I always hate going back. On the way there, the train... Actually, no, it doesn't matter, really. I was going to say I hate it because you don't know which way the train's going, and then I just realised you never know which way the train's going. Sometimes the train comes to you, sometimes the train goes away from you. Okay, this works. Just chill on the train tracks, you know? Proper Finland way. I'm really trying to get some of my friends to get the Beer MP mod. Beer MP in My Summer Car, basically, it's multiplayer My Summer Car. This game doesn't have multiplayer. However, there is a mod that allows you to use multiplayer. I really want to do it. And also, I wish that this game was on Xbox. I feel like they would sell so many copies of this game on Xbox. Because there is already a mod that allows Xbox players, and I wish that the owner of this game would team up with the modders. Because I know the owner doesn't really have an issue with mods, but I wish he would team up with certain mods that are, you know, naturally should just be in the game anyway. Like the mop mod that cleans the floor. Why doesn't the owner just add a mop into the game? Or certain vehicle mods. There's so many different mods everyone would prefer to be in the game just to begin with anyway. And I wish that the owner would, you know, go and check what mods are really doing really good and add them to the game. You know, you could credit the mod maker. You know, you could put his name in the credits, say this is what he made. So they're still going to be happy that they get credit for their mod. And the players are going to be happy because the ones that don't have mods or don't know how to get them, they still get a better game. There we are. I really do love taking this train track way, as well as that's like a really cool view. I haven't actually been hit by a train taking the train tracks. Every time I've been hit by a train, it's always been when I'm crossing this. It's like the bastards know to try and get me then, take it by surprise. So as far as My Summer Car mod editor, I'm going to use mod editor for checking the condition of the Satsuma, checking if I have loose bolts, things like that, you know, a loose bolt in the engine of the Satsuma can go very wrong very quick, and trying to diagnose that when I think there's over 1,000 different bolts you can tie in and loosen, not fun. So I'm going to use it for that. I'm not going to use it for teleporting objects unless the object is so stuck or it's flung out of the map. If I'm just being lazy and I die and I want to try and teleport the Satsuma into town, no, I won't do that. I'll just take the bus or get my cousins to drop me back at home. Or I'll use the boat. You know, there's a million different ways you can get back. So we've been playing for 33 minutes. And that got me from Flutari's and back. Flutari's to Tiamo's is like 3 times the distance. So yeah, it does actually take an hour to get to Tiamo's and back in this. Not including the time it would also take to try and get all of the parts that you need in Tiamo's shop. I might do a tips and tricks video in this game, because I've sort of learned most of the mechanics of the game, you know, how to make life easier for yourself. But a lot of people don't know that. Like, you see so many streamers struggling trying to get stuff done. Yeah, we're about home. So once I get these tires home, I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to figure out exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and install some mods to make the lag better, because I do want a lot more mods. As well as that, I want to try and make my own mod for next stream, something that I've made. I think it's possible. I might just use a video of someone making their own mod and sort of learn off of what they've done to make my own version. Basically just how you learn how to code, really. You look at other people's code and you try and make your own code from it. And then eventually you don't need other people's code. But yeah, we are home, so thank you for watching the stream, guys. I know it was a very short stream. I just wanted to kind of show you what I was doing. And there will be a stream later on this game. I just need to get some stuff figured out first. But have a good day, guys.